So
Okay, sir.
you are saying that you are at the tournament venue. Okay, good. So recording is started. I will share the recording, Vikramaditya. Don't worry. Okay. Uh, Rajat is there. Where is Ovi? I'm waiting for Ovi. Why all kids are not joining on time, kids? Anyway, so okay, I was waiting for Ovi and here comes the Ovi. Okay, hello Ovi. Where were you? Why are you late? Any questions regarding Bishop movement? Ovi,
No.
Rajat, any questions? What are you eating, Rajat? Beta, it is
Sir,
just 40 minutes class, right? Eating, drinking, whatever you need
sir,
to do it before or after.
sir,
Yes, Rajat,
sir,
bolo.
I am go to trek.
Ah, you had been for the trek. Which fort?
Mallargarh.
Ah, very nice. How was it? How was Mallargarh?
Nice,
Very good.
nice.
Okay. So you are a trekker. What other trekking you have done? Which other forts?
Vasota Panara.
Are Ajinkya Tara as well, Satara
Yes,
and
Yes,
Sinhagad,
yes,
Raigad.
Visapur,
yes. And
Raigad.
Pratapgarh also.
Pratapgarh is very nice, no? I like Pratapgarh very much, the that kind of shape there, right? Okay. And how about Raigad? Raigad is very beautiful, right?
Yes. I love Raigad, sir. I'm
Very good. Oh, very good, Vikramaditya. So you two do the trekking? Good. Good kids. Do you know some way, okay, all these forts, visiting the forts and chase, okay, there is very nice relationship between these two things. You know why, kids? All the forts are related to which king? Tell me. Who knows history of
Shivaji
Marathas?
Maharaj.
Very good.
King.
Shivaji Maharaj, King
Shivaji
Shivaji,
Maharaj.
right? Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, right? Now you might wonder, sir, how are you relating chess with Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? Right? You must have that question, right? Who will tell me what was the speciality of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? How he could win against those cruel Mughals and all those people? What do you think actually? Was he having very strong army with him?
No. Yes.
Initially, no. Later on, he built. Okay. But still, he could manage to win. What do you think, kids? How he could manage to win? Yes,
He was
Manan.
very smart.
Yes, Manan, come on. If you know. You know what he was doing? All these forts, okay. Earlier, during Shivaji's period, okay, there was a lot of jungle in and around Maharashtra. Okay. So what he used to do, he used to do the guerrilla war. Okay. Or what you can say guerrilla war means छुपा युद्ध. Okay. छुप छुप के वो शत्रु पे वार करते थे. तो वो क्या करते थे ना, जंगल में छुप जाते थे और धीरे से बाहर आके झटाक से मार के फिर से भाग जाते थे. ओके. इससे क्या हो जाता है एक्चुअली, सामने वाले को पता ही नहीं चलता है. The enemy doesn't know from where exactly these soldiers are coming and fighting against us. Okay. So because of that, Shivaji could manage to win. Okay. Now same is the case with chess, right? When you are attacking on your opponent, okay, you don't need to do directly come in front of and then fight. Okay. What you need to do, you need to plan, strategize, think, like, right? That is what Shivaji Maharaj was doing. He used to think, okay, who is our opponent? So what is the strategy? Any of his wars, okay, he never fought those wars in the open ground. Do you know this? He always used to pick up the place which is near the jungle or in the mid of the jungle, and that way. Okay. And that is the reason he could win his majority of the wars. Okay. That is how we also need to strategize, kids. Okay. And that I will teach you when we will learn about the different openings. Okay. Different openings that we play in chess. Okay, that is nothing but we are going to follow Shivaji Maharaj over there. Okay, and that is the reason when Rajat told me that he had been for the trekking. That's the reason I thought this is a good topic that I will tell to you kids. Okay, I hope you could relate it now, kids.
Sir?
Yes, Manan. Manan saying something?
No, sir, that was just the voice.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, kids. So let me quickly share my screen and we will start then today's session. Okay. But good to know, kids, about your trekking and all stuff. Okay. Apart from that, kids, just for your information, today, majority of our chess players from our academy, Prerna Chess Academy, they are playing their first tournament. Okay. From the batch of 12, batch of 5, batch of 6. Okay, they are playing the tournament. I have not asked you guys to go over there for the tournament because you are not yet ready for that. Okay. However, very soon we will start participating in the tournament for you kids as well. Okay, but before that, let me clear some foundation for you. Okay, let me finish few of the sessions, maybe a month or two, and then afterwards we will also start participating in the tournaments. Okay, the tournaments are where many kids from different places, they come together and they fight against each other. Okay, fight in the sense over the board, not like taking the sword and start fighting. Okay, so and after that you get, you know, chance to play at least 6 to 7 matches in a day. Okay, and then the final ranking comes. If you can get into the top 10, okay, top 10 or top 15 depending on what kind of tournament it is, but generally it is top 10. Okay, so you get trophies, medals and certificates and different prizes. Okay, so I hope you would love to participate in that. Okay, but before that, let us be prepared first. Okay, so anyways, kids, first of all, we talked about the rook, which goes horizontal and vertical, right? I'll not spend too much time on this. Value 5. Knight, which goes 2.5 squares. Okay, 1 2 2.5 kind of. Okay, and then 3 points. 1 second, Asta, sorry. Bishop, which goes diagonal. Okay, any direction, any number of squares, but if anything comes in between, then just like the rook, it also gets blocked because the bishop cannot jump over the other pieces. Okay, so this is what
It
we
looks
learned
like
so far. Correct, it looks like a check mark, tick mark. Yes. Okay, kids, so yes, ask the question or anyone, anything you want to say.
Yes, sir. What is trekking?
Trekking means when you go on the hilly area. Okay, so that is called as trekking on the forts or hills, different hills you go, right? So you walk over that, and it is stiff. It is not easy to walk over the hills actually, right? That's the reason it is something special rather than our normal walking. Okay, it takes a lot of your energy, so which is good for your health as well, kids. Okay, if you do not know, if you have not started, start doing that. Ask your parents to take you to the trek. Maybe you can start with the smaller one, say for example the Talzai hills or Durga Tekdi, which is in Nigdi. So whatever is nearby your area, if you are in Baner, Raun, Pashan, Pimple Saudagar area. Okay, so Baner hills or Chatursungi for that matter, Chatursungi is also good actually to start with. Okay, so you can visit that those places. Anyways, coming back, kids. Okay, so coming back to the topic, the next piece that we are going to learn, kids, is queen. Okay, there is only one queen in the white army. Jitisha and Nitisha, why are you fighting? Pay attention, kids. Ovi, you want to say something, Ovi?
Sir.
Go ahead.
She wanted to ask if you can send notes for Bishop.
Yes, I will. Don't worry. I'll send for all. Okay, I'll just check kids what all I have already shared. Otherwise, I'll share for all the pieces actually. Okay. Yeah. Okay, coming back. So kids, we are learning about the queen now. Queen is, let me take the notepad for you kids. Yeah, there is only one queen. Okay, queen. First thing kids, okay, queen is the most important piece, although less than queen. Okay, king, although little less valued than king, but it is the most important piece among all other pieces except the king. Okay, as I said, if you keep the king aside, then among all the remaining pieces, be it the rooks, the bishops, the knights, or the pawns, queen is the most valuable piece. Okay, what is the value of the queen, kids? The value of the queen is 9 points. Okay, now why 9 points? I will tell you. Okay, there is only one queen in white army and there is only one queen in black army. Okay, in both the armies, initially, when you start the game, you have only one queen. Okay, why am I using the word initially? Because in chess, okay, we are going to learn kids about it later on when we will learn about the pawn. How many pawns are there, by the way, kids? There are 8 pawns in the army, correct? 8. So kids, at a given point of time, if you could manage, okay, if you could manage to make these pawns reach to the last square, okay, if irrespective of all these hurdles, because the way you have army, your opponent is also having army like this, correct? The way you have one king, queen, then 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and then 2 knights, right? On similar lines, your opponent is also having the army, correct? Now, irrespective of all these hurdles, okay, if all these hurdles you could successfully complete cross, okay, and make your pawn reach here, then you have chance to convert all your 8 pawns into the 8 queens plus your original 1 queen. So maximum 9 queens you can have in your game of chess. Okay. However, there is a condition applied. Okay. First thing, when I say you are able to reach here, what does it mean? When you start playing, actually your opponent will also start playing, right? Say you played e4, he will play e5. Now, how this pawn can go further? Because he cannot capture directly, right? We are going to learn about it. But for now, just remember that to start with, there is only one queen. But is it the case that there is always going to be only one queen? Answer is no. If you can manage to promote your pawn, you can convert 2 queens, 3 queens, 4 queens. Okay. However, is it really required? Answer is no, right? If you, even if you have one queen, if you can manage checkmate your opponent with one queen, that is sufficient. You don't need even second queen. Okay. But you have one queen, your opponent also has one queen, and then you are getting opportunity for another queen. Then you should definitely take that. Why? Because if you capture your opponent's queen with your queen and your opponent's king is going to capture your queen, then that will be called as exchange. You lost your queen, your opponent lost his queen, but because you had the additional queen, you will get that benefit. We will learn all these things step by step, but for now, just remember there is only one queen in the beginning. Okay, is this sufficient, kids? And is this clear? Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will talk about queen pawn promotion. Okay, we will talk about pawn, or instead of talk, I will say learn. Okay, we will learn about pawn promotion which can convert the pawn into a queen at later stage. Okay. After few sessions, we will learn. But now at least you are aware of that there are 9 queens on the board. One is the original queen and plus these are my future queens, kids. Okay. If anybody asks what you can tell, these are my future queens. Okay. Have that confidence that I will make my pawns reach to the last stage and I will make them queen. Okay. So you will have to fight that battle. Okay. Just like, have you participated in 100-meter or 200-meter run, kids, in your
No.
schools or societies? No.
Sir, but I have participated in 100-meter cycle race.
Cycle race. Okay. So it is also kind of race, right? So there is a target. When you start in such race, all the participants, you know, that they are at one level. Okay. All of them stand in the straight line. Correct. And then there is one line behind it. You need to stop. Okay. And then they will say 1, 2, 3, start, go. And as soon as they say go, you start running. Correct. Or you start cycling. Correct. And they give the target. Whoever reaches first over here, he will get the prize. Whoever reaches second, he will get the second prize. Whoever reaches third, he will get third prize. Something like that, right? So this is kind of also a race. Okay. As soon as you start the game, you start pushing the pawn further. Okay. And then, but you need to be careful. Tell me one thing. Suppose he played this. Okay. Are you going to push this pawn, kids, here? If you know that it captures like this? No, you cannot directly push because there is no support. There is nobody who is accompanying this small kid, right? So you cannot send him up front. Before that, what you will do, you will play this. Okay. And then probably you will try so that if you capture, then I will capture. Correct. Something like that. But then directly we will not. Otherwise it will capture free of cost. Okay. Anyways, kids. So coming back. So there is only one queen in the white army. The queen has value 9. It is the highest point. Okay. And now why it is 9 points, kids? Because it is the combination of a rook plus bishop plus pawn. Rook 5 value, bishop 3, 5 plus 3, 8, and pawn 1 point. Okay. Now why is it like that? Because it moves like the rook, horizontal and vertical. Okay. That's why rook. It can also move like the bishop. Okay. That's why bishop, diagonal. And why pawn? If he wants, he can move only one square as well. Okay. In any direction. That's why pawn. Okay. And that is the reason rook plus bishop plus pawn equal to 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 1 value 9. Okay. Did you understood why 9 then, kids? Okay. So value of queen is 9 points. Okay. The queen can move horizontal and vertical like a rook, and also it can move diagonal like a bishop. Vikramaditya joined. Okay. And if needed, it can move one square forward like a pawn. Okay. And not only forward, it can move backward, sideward. Okay. Because it's the queen. Okay. Okay, kids. Any questions regarding this so far, kids?
Sir,
Yes, Astha.
if the queen is on a black, if the queen is on a white square, then will it move that white square only? Will it move white square only diagonally? It can't move on black square diagonally?
Good question. Okay, so initially when the queen is in the white square, okay, if you want to move diagonal, yes, obviously it will go only white. Okay, However, like the bishop, it has no limitation. As I said, if queen wants, it can move one square in any direction, like sidewise, or this side, or this side, or this side, or this side. Okay. Now, when you want to go into black diagonals, what you will simply do, just move this side, and now you start roaming in the black diagonals. Correct. If you want to come back to the white, you can go to white and then start roaming in the white. Okay, it all depends. And another important thing is, because it can move like the rook, okay, in any direction, like horizontal, vertical, right? So sorry, I'm sorry. So because it can move like the rook as well, there is no, limitation whether it can go only white or only black. It can go to any square, because it's, for rook it is no limitation. For bishop, yes, as you rightly said, when it is in the white square, and if you want to go diagonal, yes, it will go only in white. But there is no limitation like that. You can, along with that, if you want to change your mind, you change the color and then start moving in the next move. Okay, does that answer your question, Astha? Good question, by the way. Okay, so kids, now one more thing that we will learn about. Okay, we learned about the other pieces, particularly the knight and the bishop. When they are in the corners, they are less effective. When they are in the center, they are more effective. Okay, so is the queen exception for that? No, queen also has that limitations. Okay, how the limitations are, let's study that. Okay, assume that the queen is in h1. Okay, now OV is going to tell us, kids. Okay, OV is going to tell all the addresses this queen can go. Okay, what Rajat is going to do along with OV, Rajat is going to cross check. Okay, Rajat, be alert. Rajat is going to cross check whether OV telling the addresses are correct or not. Okay, and then Astha is going to count. Okay, Astha is going to count the number of squares they are telling. Okay, and on top of this, Manan, what you are going to do, you are going to keep close watch on all their three activities and cross check whether all of them are correct or not. Okay, are you with me, kids? Everybody understood what to do? Okay, and Jitisha and Nitisha and Vikramaditya and me, all of us are going to watch what you guys are doing. Okay, so let's start. Yes, Ovi, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Rajat, are you ready? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Astha, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Unmute yourself. And Manan, are you ready? Do you know, all four of you know what you need to do?
What?
All four of you know what you need to do? Okay, I will repeat, kids. Okay, the queen is in h1. Okay, OV is going to tell me what all squares queen is going to be in. Okay, where all it can go. Okay, she is going to tell us the address. Rajat is going to cross verify whether the addresses that she is telling are correct or not. Okay, Astha is going to count the number of squares that they are talking about, and Manan is going to keep close watch on all three of them whether they are correct or not. Okay, done.
Okay.
Give me thumbs up, kids, if you agree, if you understood. Ready? Okay,
Yes, sir.
Ovi, let's start, and be fast, kids. Okay, I'm going to put the circles for you. Yes, yes.
H1, H2,
One
H3,
thing,
H4.
one second. The queen is
H.
already in h1. Okay, so do we need to tell that?
No.
Because I am asked where it can go. It is already there. So is there any need to go in h1? No. Okay, so start
H2,
to h2. Okay.
H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, H7, H8.
Okay. Asta, how many squares done? You are counting parallelly, right? Okay, start counting then. 7. Okay.
7.
Yes. Next. Ovi. Is this it or there are more?
There are more.
Okay, go ahead.
G1,
Hmm.
G1, F1, E1, P1, C1, B1, A1.
Okay, how many are done, Astha?
7.
Rajat, are all these addresses correct which Ovi told?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, Astha, how many total? 7 plus 7?
14.
14. Okay. Manan, are they doing correctly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ovi, are there many more?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
G2, G2,
Hmm.
F2.
F2, are you sure? रजत गलत हो गया बोलो जल्दी रॉन्ग चलो बोलो फिर क्या है
F3,
F3 ओके
E4,
E4 parents please do not talk I don't need your help
E, E5, D5,
okay
C6,
C6 okay
B7, A8.
A8 very good Rajat is it correct
Yes, correct.
Asta sorry Asta yes Asta what is the final count
The final count is these are
ah,
7 squares.
Asta is not doing her job well Manan do you agree
Yes.
okay so Rajat have you counted
The final count must be 21.
yes okay Asta 7 7 7 okay 7 3s are 21 simple okay so kids when the queen is in the corner that is in h1 it can go 21 squares okay all of you remember this okay 21 squares minimum it can go okay because I took the corners gives us the minimum it never gives you maximum okay now let me shift this queen from here to here okay and now let me take the new team kids now okay Jitisha and Nitisha are you there kids start your cameras very good so Jitisha and Nitisha what they are going to do Jitisha is going to tell me from D1 queen where all it can go Jitisha is going to tell me the address and Nitisha is going to keep close watch okay whether Jitisha is telling correct or not okay both of you come closer kids are you ready Jitisha and Nitisha
Yes.
very good okay and then Vikramaditya are you also ready are you there or you have the network issue
Sir, I'm there.
okay very good perfect so what you are going to do you are going to count how many squares are there okay what they are talking about okay and then this time Astha okay Astha you are going to watch them whether they are doing it correctly or not okay last time Manan did the job well okay to check now this time Astha is going to check okay so are you ready Jitisha and Nitisha and Vikramaditya and Astha
Yes.
okay and rest of the kids and me are going to watch okay ready okay start first unmute yourself Jitisha and Nitisha
Yes, sir. Sir, I can see you.
you cannot see me what are you saying Jitisha
Not clear. Not. I can see you now.
okay should I repeat what I told you
Now I can see you.
okay tell me Where all this queen can go? What all squares? Is there a network connection issue at your end, Jitisha? Okay, let's do one thing, kids. Okay, Vikramaditya, are you going to tell the addresses instead?
What, sir? I can't hear you.
You have to tell me the address where all the queen can go.
Queen.
Hmm. From here.
Queen
Okay.
Queen. Sir, I can't hear you.
Okay. Let me ask someone else in that case. Okay. Manan, you want to tell fast, and Asta, you keep close watch. Okay. Manan, go fast.
Okay,
Yes.
this queen can go in
Mhm.
D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8.
Okay.
And it can go in E1, F1, G1, H1, and C1, C1, B1, and A1.
Okay.
And it can go in 2C,
2C or
3C,
C2? C2. C2,
C2,
C3, B3,
B3,
A4.
A4.
Okay. Then
And it can go
E,
in
E2,
E2,
F3.
F3. It is hard to see the alphabets.
But you can imagine, right? After E, F comes, after F, G comes, right? You don't need to see that, kids. Okay. After G, H comes, H5.
H5.
Okay. How many total are done? 7 3s are 21. Correct, Asta? 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Correct? Now from here as well, 21. Okay. Now Asta is going to tell me if I place here, how many? Fast. Tell the address as well as count. Okay. Go fast.
B3,
B,
C3,
B3,
D3,
C3, D3, E3, F3, G3,
E3,
H3. 7. Okay.
F3, G3, and H3.
Okay. Then
Then the queen can go to B2, C1,
B2, C1. Right. Then
and it can also go to
B3,
B4,
B4, C5, D6,
B4, C5,
E7,
D6,
F8.
E7, F8.
Okay. And also it can go where?
It can go
A1,
to
A2,
A1,
A4, A5, A6, A7, A8. Correct? Again, if we
A8.
count 7, 14, 21. Correct? Again 21, right, kids? Long story short, kids, now the learning, okay? Long story short, wherever on the borders you place the queen, it can always go 21 squares. Okay, any of these squares, okay? I'm just telling now, but at home, what you need to do, kids? What at home, what you need to do? You write the homework, kids, for you. Okay. If the queen is in D8, okay, homework, kids. Okay. If the queen is in D8, where all the queen can go, write the addresses. Are you going to do this homework, kids? I'll send you that homework, but for now, just understand, okay, what you need to do. You need to write all these addresses wherever the queen can go. Okay, all these addresses. Okay, is this clear? Now I will move inside, kids. Okay, if I shift one square inside, okay, from the border, I am shifting inside. Now, if you count, it will come 23 squares. Okay, I'll show you quickly, kids. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Correct? Okay. Have I missed any square, kids? Not really, correct?
Sir,
Horizontal, vertical, and diagonal. Yes, Asta?
what happens if the queen is in the central square?
We will come to that, kids. Okay. Is this clear if it is in the second rank or file? Okay. Now, one more, if I shift, it will come to 25 squares. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. And if I come one more further in the center, these are the central squares, right? So this will come 27 squares now. If you count all these are the 27 squares, kids. Okay. Kids, anyways, on this note, we will stop here for today. I will share the notes of the queen as well as bishop. Okay. And I'm going to send the homework to you. You need to solve those homeworks. Okay. At least 4 questions I'm going to send. Okay. Okay, kids. So we will stop here for today. Bye bye, kids. Enjoy.
Today, sir, someone was missing.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye.